Hello, fellow classmates. I'd like to thank you for clicking on my video out of all the many videos in our class. And I hope you guys find yourself doing great in this pandemic, even though it's hard to feel great in this pandemic. Today, I'd like to talk about myself. And I know there's many things that make myself up, like my heritage, where I come from, where I was born, where I live so many, and my sense of style. But the one thing I'd like to focus on is my music. Coming from Mexico as a kid, it was hard to it was hard to pick up on the language because I didn't know much things. I didn't know how to communicate with others, nor did I know how to speak of what I wanted. But growing up here and adapting to the situation, I learned to pick up on music, and the music I picked up on was from my cousins. The first thing I listened to was Kanye West. Kanye West was one of the most influential people to me as a kid because he showed me that once you get what you want in life, it's not always gonna be that great. You can have class, power, all these things, but when he was in it and he was going into the situations, it affected his outside life. For instance, his mom had to feel that she got all this plastic surgery, liposuction to feel and look good to the media, which caused her premature death. And then that put the blame on him. And that makes you think we all want these things in life and we all want to be successful, but when we are in that situation, what are we going to get out of it? How is it going to affect us and the people around us? After Kanye West came a very familiar person to all of us is Kendrick Lamar. First listened to Good Kid, Mad City when I was a little kid, probably in 7th grade. And then I was thinking of class struggles because we all come from a certain class. I come from middle to lower class. So I'm not above everybody else, but we're on the same average. And I was thinking, how could I get my family out of this class, maybe to the above middle class? And that's what Kendrick Lamar speaks on in this album. He speaks about the struggle he had to go to, how he had to rob people, how he had to go through the peer pressure, and the most important song on the album is called The Art of Peer Pressure. And it shows how his friends influenced him on things he didn't want to do. He was influenced to rob people, to do all these things, even though he knew it was wrong, nor he ever wanted to go into it. After Kendrick Lamar, I didn't get really influenced by anybody else until freshman year by Lana Del Rey. She really showed me that even though you could be, I'm a straight male, and you could be one of the toughest males here, showing a little femininity doesn't hurt anybody. For instance, I grow my hair out, it's not hurting anybody. It helps show a little bit my feminine side. It's not saying that I like men or something, it's just saying that I like appreciating women. And this album shows me how to appreciate them and how it shows the other side of the male side, because we never really listen to women on what they are, and this album shows us on how they think and how they believe on love. After her came a very well-known band, well-known to almost every single one, the Beatles. They influenced me by showing that you're gonna leave a mark on history, no matter if you like it or not. People are gonna remember you in life. They're gonna remember what you did, why you did it, and how you did it, and many more things. I want to be remembered by the world, but I don't want to be remembered in such a bad way. I want to be remembered for doing good and remembered by a few amount of people who love me a lot. And with these people, they've been out of the game for 50 years and they're still influencing us to this day. They still matter to us and they still show us many new ideas. And that's what I want in life. I want to show people after I'm dead that the things I did matter and how I did them mattered. And these four men really changed history and continue to change history, even though they don't do anything. They just exist in the past and continue to change history, which is something I wish to do. Finally came a more or less well-known band called The Neighborhood. They're really good. You guys should listen to them. And they showed me that there's more to things in love. You're gonna find many more different things than just the typical love in a woman, that man treats a woman, how certain ways, how you're supposed to be dominant over the woman, but that's in the past. Nobody ever should listen to that. You have to construct these things on your own. You have to make what you believe is love. And that's what they showed me. And they showed me that don't focus on the past for too long. Just live your life, and the past is gonna catch up to you one day, and it's gonna show you what you are and what you've been. Well, I want to thank you guys for being here, listening to me about my music, even though it was some off, I guess. there's many things that show me people like how they are, because you don't want to be straight up be like, oh, what makes you as a person, or oh, what makes you this and that, or what makes you do that. So instead of asking all those questions, I'll go up and ask you, but oh, who's your favorite artist? And from there, I could kind of get a guess of who or what you are, because the kind of artist shows me what you like. So I'd like to ask you guys a question. What's your favorite artist, and why? Thank you.